Great Wall Motors, they only have one EV on sale pretty much everywhere around the world, and that is the Ora. The Aura Cat or whatever it's called in different markets. You know what it calls about. The little hatchback, the electric hatchback. When I was in Thailand, I saw quite a few of them. I think they look pretty funky, pretty cool. Bit old school now, but they're very affordable. Well, Great Wall Motors are bringing out an Aura 5. This is their first electric SUV. It's about the size of a Chevy Bolt EUV or a BYD Atto 3. Very similar in size to both of those vehicles. It's going to get 580 kilometers of range in the longest range version. It sort of looks like it's a little bit like a Porsche SUV, you could say, with the lights and the front. I mean, I'm not saying it's a Porsche, but it just looks a little bit like one. Anyway, hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking. YouTube's new algorithm means that you're often not getting all of our videos in your feed. There's 7,500. I'm pretty sure you're probably not seeing a lot of them. In the description, there is a link to our newsletter. Click on that and you can get an update every day of all the latest news in the electric car industry. The Great Wall Motors Aura 5 will begin sale on November the 12th in China. Maximum range is 580 kilometers, but that's CLTC, so that's probably about 460 kilometers WLTP. The new BYD Atto 3, which is one of its rivals, has up to 650 kilometers of CLTC range, so 70 kilometers more, because it's got a massive 75 kilowatt hour battery, which is a big battery for that size of car. Then you've got the GAC Aeon Y. You've got, of course, the Geely EX5. There's a few options in this segment. So it's a tough segment to be in because there's some really good choices at really good prices. The Aura 5 has that retro design that the hatch is known for. It's got circular stuff everywhere, air vents and lights, and I think it looks certainly unique. That's for sure. It's a car that stands out. If that's what you want, if you want a car that stands out amidst all the SUVs out there, the many different SUVs that look very similar to each other, this is certainly very much one that will stand out. Colors: gray, white, red, blue, and beige. Beige. Anyway, the rear taillight cluster is integrated into the rear window, says Canyon China, while the high-mounted brake light is combined with the spoiler. At the same time, conventional door handles are used, paired with multi-spoke rims. So, conventional door handles mean they're normal, but efficiency is going to be a little lower because, those flush door handles, they do help with aerodynamics, which improves range and efficiency. There's a 1.65 meter panoramic sunroof standard across the entire series, and the charging port is like on the right fender. Sizing, okay, 4,471 millimeters. And like I said, very much the same size as a BYD Atto 3. But for me, the more interesting part is the motors, right? Our power comes from a 150 kilowatt, 201 horsepower electric motor, and there is a lithium iron phosphate battery, so LFP battery. You've got two battery pack choices. The base model is a 45 kilowatt hour battery, and the longer range model is a 58 kilowatt hour battery. The range for the base model is 480 kilometers CLTC. That would work out at about 380 kilometers WLTP. Range for the bigger battery is 580 kilometers, which would be about 470 WLTP, maybe 460 WLTP. So what else do you get? Well, the inside, I've got to say, looks like most other EVs on the market. Fairly simple, minimalist, and I like it. It looks good. It's got a nice big screen. It's a 15.6-inch screen, which is quite big for the size of this car. And it's got a 10.25-inch screen right in front of the driver. You can see there that there's a wireless fast charging pad for your phones, dual cup holders, of course. And there's chrome accents around the car. I'm not a fan of chrome accents, but there's not a lot of them in this car. And I think the way they've done it does look pretty good. My solar and batteries. I've got a 50 kilowatt hour battery here, and I've got a big solar array. So I pay $0 for electricity. That's including charging my electric car. Resync Solar is the company that I used. I'll put a link to them in the description below. In terms of the actual looks of the interior, I think it looks better than some of its rivals. Well, one of its rivals at least. I think the interior looks better than what you get with the BYD Atto 3. The exterior, I'm not so sure. It's kind of an odd look, which I think will appeal to some people. But it's not so practical in terms of the actual body shape. So the interior space is not going to be as big as other cars that have the same similar outside dimensions because of the way that they've got that longer sort of elongated bonnet. So that's one thing worth considering. There's also 33 storage spaces though throughout the interior. And sales. Ora's sales fell by 42% year on year in 2024. They only sold 63,300 EVs. From January to April 2025, sales declined by 56% year on year. In other words, Ora, the Great Wall Motors car company, haven't really focused on EVs on the Ora brand, sort of focused a lot more on hybrids. And as a result, sales have fallen a lot. They haven't sold very many of these cars at all. And of course, there's much better options in China for the price that they're priced at in terms of DC charging and range, etc., etc. But I don't mind this car, and I think it's going to be priced fairly competitively with cars in this segment, other options, and it could be worth having a look at if you certainly like this kind of different shape. What do you guys think? Do you like it? Love it? Not like it? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching. In 2023, the Geely Auto Group sold around 1.6 million cars worldwide. This year, they're on track to double that number. Everyone is sleeping on the fastest growing large conglomerate in the world. They probably shouldn't be. Within the space of 12 months, Geely Auto has become a global hegemon. When it comes to car sales, it's the fastest growing large car company in the world, and it is disrupting even BYD. Looking at their sales figures over the past few months, you can see a staggering rise in the EV sales of Geely. Here's what's been happening. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking. YouTube's new algorithm means that you're often not getting all of our videos in your feed. There's 7,500. I'm pretty sure you're probably not seeing a lot of them. In the description, there is a link to our newsletter. Click on that and you can get an update every day of all the latest news in the electric car industry. Geely has seen record high sales in September. And this comes up to record high sales for but actually every single month of this year and every single month of last year. So Geely is not slowing down anytime soon.